was with him and he said, "Don't believe on what I say." I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, go and try yourself. Go and do. That's the best way for you to learn. You got to see what works in your own area, what sort of plants it's working for you. So go out and try, You can see. And in saying that, 6 months, she's not working, she's still working somewhere else too.
Yeah.
Okay, until she start getting some income from here. It's not a full-time job for her here. She's doing that for fun, spending a bit of money now to get started. But if she really wanted to get full-time here, harvesting pumpkins, zucchinis, and getting this first placenta out and working, and she would. She would make enough money, she would make a living. And actually, they do have a market. They do the markets here, don't you? So it's really not have bare soil at all. No bare soil. That's the first principle of syntropic farming is ground cover. Okay? So I start, hey kids, everyone together. No bare soil. No bare soil. No bare soil. By the end of the day, we're all walking around saying, no bare soil. No bare soil. So you can see the difference of all the places that we've seen, even the ones just there where you guys stepping on is the grass. And look at this one here. It's just like cracking. And water. Where do you think that the water will, when it rains heavily, the water will just wash everything out of here? But not there, where there is a bit of life, there is a little bit of grass. Imagine there. Can be the massive flood that comes through. Their trees, their root system will hold a lot of water. So Neil, what have you got? What was your idea of this?
Well, my daughter told me she wanted leafy greens to sell, so I decided to make this section my leafy green section. I thought I could get away with the ground cover by putting in radishes ridiculously and then planting through them. Didn't always work, so I started mixing up different stuff. But this was a bit of a play row that I decided to play with and just put everything in and see what works. But again, I'm getting used to the whole grass, no bare soil thing, and I'm not good at it because that's how my dad taught me to grow. Is right there, and it's still ingrained into me, and I can't even walk past it without thinking, oh my God, I've got to do something in there. So that's why this is the way it is. But in here, it's just pretty much a mix of everything. It's a lot of work. I would put as much work into this one row as my wife puts into a whole paddock.
That's awesome. That's a good way to learn. Another thing, look at this. Plants fulfilling the same function in the same spot. And that's nature managing it. Look at this. Cassava and taro. That's flowers. But here you got here cassava and taro, okay? You see that the taro is getting attacked. And the cassava is just telling the taro, said, sorry buddy, but you have no chance. I'm coming all over you. You're not gonna have a chance. Don't even try. And they start reshooting on the side as well, just to see if life keeps life alive. But once this cassava starts taking over, this taro has no chance. And pests, it's already here to tell you. It's like the house is on fire and the fireman just arrived. And it's just like telling, hey guys, better you move away because the cassava will take over, And and once you harvest the cassava and you have the lemongrass here, the green panic grass that we plant, they are like lemongrass. But they grow in clumps, but they grow fast. Every time that we prune it, we lay in the system. Imagine, you could see the difference over there with the really shit grass. Imagine if you plant the proper one that will grow fast. And you see the difference of. And another thing that Neil is doing here that I told him not to do is he's replanting.
Yeah, just up in that section, just right in front of you there now.
Yeah, so you have space to put lettuces. I would still have space to put zucchinis. I would still have space to put coriander. I would still have space to put radish. And then let's say, once that one has been harvested, I'm not gonna go back and plant there because the next succession in the system will take its space, will fulfill its function, and then I'll start another garden bed.
And what do you do with this here?
Ground mulch, heaps of mulch, no bare soil.
Yeah.
So you're
At all.
saying you can only grow leafing greens in an area once?
Not so much once.
Not
This is what's really important. This is a very valid question. It's when you go back and you prune and things like that that you can actually, it's like the trains nearly come back into the station again.
That's exactly. Every time that you do a heavy pruning in the system, let's say there, that the eucalyptus is in, very soon we can do heavy pruning on it. Every time that you prune it, you can restart the system again.
When the sunlight's coming in.
Prune heavy, when that repruning takes place, you're pruning, you're actually creating gibberellins in the ground, gibberellic acids, which is to help propagate some of the plants and help generate that growth pattern.
Yeah, so
as the roots are breaking down, because you've pruned the top, you've pruned the roots as well. That's feeding down the bottom, and all that food's going into your new plants. This was just a bit of me just trying to hold on to every last little bit of grip of the old way.
So would you add bacteria and humic acid and stuff like that? Would you add it to a patch like this?
If I'm, that's what we're gonna do. We get to a place.
Where do you want to go?
No, let's say a place where the grass is, most of the degraded area that we find. Grass up to here.
I'll show you, go to the biomass, you might see what you want to see.